Thank you for breakfast so much. I interview so much better on a full stomach. Less butterflies, you know.
Listen, I am sorry that you have to look for work at all. Because you know you would still be the top attorney at Crane if Teresa hadn't made it impossible for you to keep your job.
It's okay. I'm gonna find work some other place besides Crane.
Well, what if Teresa gets wind of what you're doing and forces people not to hire you?
That's why I'm interviewing at companies with offices in and outside of Harmony. So when I get a job, you can quit yours, and we can move somewhere else if we have to.
Honey, I know we discussed it, but I'm really hoping it doesn't come to that. You know, I don't really want to leave our family and our friends. I just wish Teresa would stop scheming to steal you away from me.
She's wasting her time. I'm not gonna go back to her. I'm not gonna go back to work at Crane. Hello?
Uncle Ethan, it's me.
Hey, buddy, how you doing? Hey, you don't usually call this early. Is everything all right?
God help us. Teresa is at it again.
You bastard! You lying bastard! My God, how could you?
Really lost you, Fancy. It's time for good.
Good morning, Fancy.
Is it, Dr. Russell? How is my eye?
Well, your latest test results show that despite our initial concern that you might lose the use of your eye, it's not permanent. You're going to be just fine.
Oh, really?
Yes, really. Isn't that wonderful?
Oh, what a relief. Wait till I tell everyone.
Well, you know what? Let's take that patch off and see what your vision's like underneath there. I'm just going to turn down the light because your right eye is going to be more sensitive. Okay. Fancy, being awfully quiet. Can you not see out of your right eye?
Sheridan, it's time to wake up. Sheridan? Damn it. Sheridan promised that she would leave Luis to come back to me after he fell asleep, but she didn't. My wife just spent the night in bed with a man who thinks that she's his wife. So I'm supposed to just look the other way while he sleeps with my wife?
Of course not. Luis isn't well enough to make love.
He doesn't think so, but you...
Please, be quiet. Luis thinks that this is our honeymoon. I can't refuse to lie down with him, but that's all. I will lie down with him until he falls asleep, and then I will come back out to you.
Sheridan was right. Luis couldn't have made love to her last night. He wasn't up to it. And even if he was, she would have refused him.
Morning, beautiful.
Morning. You sleep well?
Yeah. Having you in my arms is like heaven.
I meant to leave so that you could stretch out, but I was so comfortable beside you I couldn't tear myself away.
Well, I'm glad you stayed. Having you here is like... It's like the best medicine there is. I feel like a new man this morning. In more ways than one.
Easy, Tiger. You don't want to overdo it.
And what I want to do is make love to you.
You're still too weak.
Not when it comes to showing you how much I love you.
I love you too, but...
I want you. Here, now. Forever and always.
Please. I want you to. Forever and always.
Breathe in, breathe out. You keep me alive. You are my passion.
Of course I remember telling you I'm gonna help you get ready for T-ball. I can't wait to start.
How about today?
Oh, today is bad, buddy. I actually have to look for a job today, but, how about next week? Next week, I will take you to Harmony Park and I'll get you hitting like a pro in no time. How about that?
That'll be great, Uncle Ethan. Thanks.
Hey, you're welcome, buddy. And I'll tell your mom I'll contact her about the time, okay?
Okay. Oh, and Uncle Ethan,
Yeah,
I love you.
I love you too. See ya.
Uncle Ethan said he would coach me.
I knew he would. Wow. Now Teresa's using her son to get to you. Has she no shame at all?
So, what is Teresa up to now?
Well, she just had little Ethan ask Ethan if he would help him with his T-ball practice. Now she's using an innocent child to try to get to my husband.
Okay,
Nice.
wait a minute. First of all, Teresa cannot get to me anymore, all right? She knows it. Second of all, as shameless as she is, she's not gonna use her son to try to get me back.
Double ha.
Look, think whatever you want about Teresa, but she loves her children way too much to exploit them.
Her children? Ethan, Teresa has one child. Her son with Julian. Jane is not Teresa's child. Jane is my little girl.
Fancy? Can you see out of your right eye?
Yes. I can see as well as I could before the accident.
Oh, honey, that's just wonderful.
Yeah, it's great.
Okay, well, I'm gonna turn up the light so Troy can get used to it. When you go outside, I want you to wear sunglasses. Is Noah picking you up?
No.
Oh, well, it's okay. It's safe for you to drive. I just thought that he'd be here for you. The entire time you were hospitalized, you couldn't get him away from your bedside. Talk about a man in love. Nancy, your eyes are tearing. Seeing the light hurt?
Oh, good. You're awake. I brought you some tea just in case.
Thank you. Your coffee smells really strong.
Yeah, it is. I needed an extra boost this morning.
Sleeping in that chair couldn't have been comfortable.
Yeah, it wasn't. I didn't get much shut-eye last night, but it wasn't because of the chair. You know, I couldn't stop thinking about Fancy. You know, the look on her face when she thought she caught us together, it's...
I'm sorry she had to see that.
Are you, Maya? Are you really sorry? Or is that exactly what you wanted ever since you got back into town?
Gwen, I do think of Jane as your daughter.
Well, I think a little harder about that, Ethan, because Gwen doesn't seem to believe you.
Honey, I consider Jane to be our little girl. I really do. But Teresa is her biological mother, and there's nothing we can do to change that.
We could kill her.
Rebecca, will you...
Fine. I'll settle for deporting her.
You know, there's some vodka over there.
Oh, well, why don't you two talk amongst yourselves?
Thanks. Listen, I consider Jane to be our little girl. I do, but we can't rewrite history, honey. God knows I know what I'm talking about. You know, I live with the fallout of being deceived every single day of my life.
Wait, you believe Teresa? You think my mother and I were the ones who tipped the tabloid?
No, that's not what I meant at all.
Oh.
Thank God. Oh, cheers.
What did you mean then?
Honey, the fallout I'm talking about is the fact that Jane is not our biological daughter. I mean, my God, Teresa was our unborn son's surrogate, and when she thought she lost him, she tricked me into sleeping with her, and Jane was conceived. Teresa's deception ultimately cost us our unborn son. That is the fallout I'm talking about.
Well, I know how you feel.
Well, then why in the world would you think that I would blame you and Rebecca for turning my life upside down?
Well, isn't it obvious?
No.
Please, with Teresa, there is such a long list of lies. It's really hard to know which one you're talking about.
Listen, I know Teresa makes you crazy and she gets to you.
Yeah, with good reason.
And I know that she's done some unspeakable things to both of us.
To all of us. I mean, the name she's called me, a copper-headed snake. I mean, it's going to take years of therapy for me to get over that
The
one.
point I'm trying to make is I don't think Teresa is using little Ethan to get to me. Come on. And even if she is, it's not going to work, honey, because guess what? I'm committed to you, and I love you so much. Look, I do have to go. It's getting late, and I don't want to be late for my first interview, okay?
Okay, that was really close.
I'll say, you almost gave us away.
Mother, I still feel so incredibly guilty for tipping the tabloids.
I know, honey. I mean, if Ethan were to find out that we turned him into the tabloids and blamed Teresa for it, he could leave you and take Jane with him.
I know. And there's still proof out there, you know, that Teresa could find that we're the ones to blame.
But I thought you burned the proof.
Burned our proof, not Alistair's proof. Teresa's been turning the mansion upside down looking for it, and thank God she hasn't found it yet.
I know. She's using all her power as Mrs. Alistair Crane to try to destroy us. And if she finds that proof, we're done for.
Crane's stock was up in Hong Kong.
Forget about that. How about the tabloids? Have you found anyone who can tell us how they got the initial information about Ethan's true paternity?
No, I haven't.
Why the hell not, Valerie?
I'm sorry, I did my best, but every rag says that they have to keep their sources confidential.
Well, did you try bribing them?
No.
Okay. Why don't you do whatever it takes? Pay whatever it costs, but get me the information that I need.
Okay, I'll keep trying, but what if...
Try harder, Valerie, please. And let me tell you, if you come through for me, I will get you whatever you need. Promotion, raise, date with Usher, anything you want, you name it, I can make it happen.
Wow, this information's really important to you.
My whole future hinges on finding the person who outed Ethan as a Bennett.
You are my passion for life.
Okay, wish me luck. I have a long day of job hunting ahead of me.
Okay.
No. I could hire you as my full-time masseuse.
No.
Oh, yeah, no, of course not, no. You're right. I'll just have to make sure that Thor gets another green card. Oh, you have seen Thor, haven't you? I mean, talk about a Norse god. Oh, I just love it when he tries to plunder my treasure.
Listen,
Okay.
I'm gonna drop Jane off at my parents' house before my first interview.
Okay. Honey, are there any prospects?
I don't know. I mean, I hope so. I know I can't act as an attorney until my contract at Crane expires, but I can act as a paralegal. I can do case law research. There's a number of things I can do. All I know is I have to find something because I'm really getting tired of not being able to support you and Jane.
Sweetheart, it is okay.
No, you know what? It isn't okay.
I really wish you wouldn't stress out over this.
I think I'll be fine once I'm working again.
Good luck.
Thank you. Keep your fingers crossed for me, okay? Hope I come home with some good news.
I will. And Jane is all dressed and ready to go. Good luck. And I need to get dressed for work myself.
And no, you need to get a clue. If you don't quit this job of yours, you're gonna lose your husband. Yes, Valerie.
I thought you would like to know personnel's gotten several phone calls this morning from law firms checking Ethan's references.
And did personnel tell them what I told them to?
Yes, that Ethan is still under contract with Crane, and we have every intention of suing any firm that dares to hire him.
Beautiful. Yes, Ethan's not going to be able to handle being unemployed for much longer, and when that day comes, he will come back to Crane. And to me.
You are happy that Fancy thinks we're back together again. Look, you're hoping that I'm gonna give up on her and be with you.
Noah, that is not true. I came back to Harmony because I needed your help.
And you didn't tell me about working with Lena, the dragon lady.
Can you blame me?
Yeah? If you lied to me about that, what else have you lied to me about, Maya?
Look, I know you're angry with me.
Angry? I am so far past angry. You have dragged me back into a situation that gets more and more confusing, not to mention dangerous, every day. I have lost the woman that I love. Fancy thinks that you and I were here in this bed making love together, that I lied to her, that I led her on and then left her to be with you again. When it kills me to think that I have hurt her like this.
Noah, I'm not exactly proud of myself either.
I can't do this anymore.
What?
I can't go on protecting Fancy by breaking her heart. There has to be another way.
You heard Agent Morrison. There isn't.
You know what? I don't care about the FBI, all right? I am going to find Fancy, and I'm going to tell her that you and I are not back together.
Fancy, is the light too much for you?
No, Dr. Russell, my eye is fine. I can see exactly how things are now.
Are you sure you're okay?
Positive.
Then why are you crying?
I guess I'm overwhelmed at being able to see things, or people, with such clarity again.
I know, honey. I understand. You've been through an awful lot.
Yes, I have. Well, I won't take up any more of your time. Thank you so much for everything you've done for me, and thank you for making my father so happy. True love is a rare and beautiful thing, and you're blessed to have found it.
Well, Julian and I aren't the only ones. Obviously, you and Noah have found true love as well.
I really should be going.
Fancy. You know, if you ever need anything at all, or if you need someone to talk to, I'm here for you.
Thank you. There's just some things you need to get through on your own. I will get over you, Noah. How, I don't know, but I will.
I should have known. I should have known Sheridan fell asleep. That's why she didn't come back to me last night. I'll just let her sleep.
Oh my God.
Morning, beautiful.
Morning. Sleep well?
Like a rock.
That's great. I'll go get your breakfast.
No, wait. That's how I tell you about this dream I was having. Oh, we were making love for the first time as husband and wife. Started something like this.
Luis, you're still too weak.
It's our honeymoon.
Well, I don't want to take any chances. Now, what would you like, eggs or pancakes?
I'd rather have you.
Well, you can have me serve you breakfast in bed.
Erin, please. Come on. Don't deny me what I've been dreaming about every night since we've been apart.
I know you're frustrated. I am too, but you need to focus on getting better.
You're killing me, you know that?
This is no picnic for me either, believe me. Now, you stay here, and I'm gonna go get your breakfast.
But we've been married one day, you're already giving me orders? I love it. And I love you.
I love you too.
I'm the luckiest man in the world.
Good morning, Mrs. Booth. I trust you'll find my coffee to your liking.
Chris, I'm so sorry. I know I promised that I would come back out to you after Luis fell asleep, but I must have fallen asleep too.
You did. I checked on you earlier. I was gonna wake you up, but after what you've been through, I thought it best you sleep.
You are amazing.
Am I now?
I know this whole situation with Luis is hell for you. I mean, here we are just married, and I've asked you to let Luis think that he and I are married so the shock of the truth doesn't undermine his recovery. You have.
I am bloody damn amazing at that. But even a pretty damn amazing guy like myself has limits. And I am way past mine.
It won't be much longer now.
It can't be. Even though I have my concerns for Luis's health, I'm not gonna sit by and just watch you pretend to be his wife. Last night will not happen again. Luis will sleep alone tonight. I just thank God that he was too weak to make love to you. But Luis has to know the truth before this situation arises again.
I will tell Luis as soon as he's stronger.
You haven't changed your mind, have you?
About what?
Well, I asked you last night again whether or not you wanted to be with me and not Luis.
I told you. I'm committed to you.
But that was before you spent a night with Luis. And that begs the question. After spending a night with Luis, do you still want to be with me?
That must be Eve. She said she was going to come by this morning to examine Luis.
I love you, fancy lady. Noah. Damn you, Noah. Damn you for breaking my heart.
I didn't think you were gonna come back to work so soon, Fancy.
It's time. Well, you're not wearing your eye patch. Dr. Russell removed it first thing this morning. My eye is as good as new. That's fantastic. Yeah, I'm very fortunate.
Well, what are you doing stuck behind that desk? Go, leave. Go hang out with Noah, celebrate.
I want to be here.
Okay. Look, you don't have to clean your office. You can just, have maintenance deal with that.
And deny myself the pleasure of throwing these in the trash? These flowers are dead, just like my relationship with Noah.
What happened?
Oh, you know what you said about not letting a man break your heart? Well, you were right. It isn't worth it.
No, I was wrong. I was totally wrong. I was freaking out. I was upset last night, and I vented myself to you about Ethan, and I still believe in true love. I do, and I think that Ethan and I are gonna be together one day. It's just a matter of time.
I'm not you, Teresa. And Noah isn't Ethan. He and I are finished.
Fancy, you cannot give up on love.
I can give up when it comes to Noah. I went to find him after we talked, and I found him all right.
In bed. Making love to Maya.
I have to find Fancy and tell her that we made a deal with the FBI to protect her. If she thought that I didn't love her anymore, then she would break up with me and steer clear of me and then be safe because of it.
No, you can't tell Fancy that our making love was an act. If you tell her the truth, she would forgive you. And then she would be at risk again. You'd be signing her death warrant and ours.
God, I hate myself for breaking her heart like this.
No, you did it to save her life.
Yeah, but she thinks that I don't really love her.
For now, she has to. Listen, the FBI wants us to pretend to be lovers so that Lena will believe that I got you to come over to our side. Once we get enough information for the feds to bring Lena down, they'll have their terrorist. You and I will be free, and Fancy will be alive. You can make it up to her then.
It could be too late by then.
No, it's going to be too late for all of us if you don't stick to the plan.
Damn it, I hate this. Hopefully that's Lena, so we can get this ball rolling, huh?
Lena can't know that we're working for the FBI or we'll both be dead. Hello?
Maya, it's me.
Lena.
I heard you had quite an eventful evening last night.
I'm not sure what you mean.
I know who you were with, Maya. Now, tell me the rest. Quit my job or lose my husband. You know, you really shouldn't drink so early in the morning.
Honey, I am completely sober and serious here. Look, Ethan is devastated because he can't provide for you and Jane. And if this continues, he could become clinically depressed, even impotent. Think about it, your stud could become a dud.
Mother, Ethan is brilliant and incredibly talented. He's going to find a job, if not today, then very soon. And until then, I need to work, and I'm running late getting dressed. I will see you later.
Oh, it's late, all right, Gwen. Later than you think.
I would like to thank the Harmony Executives Association for naming me Top Dog of the Year.
Now, don't forget, we're going from here to the club to toast Miss Hotchkiss on her big win.
All right, sounds good. I'm Ethan Winthrop, by the way. I'm Gwen's husband.
Oh, yeah. Gunther and I heard about you.
Oh, you got my resume, did you?
Look, about going with us to the club. You and the rest of the wives are going to the mall instead.
We wouldn't want to bore their pretty little heads talking business.
Right.
You know, buck up, Ethan. You know what? Tell you what, if you do manage to find a job, you know, let us know. You know, and we'll buy you a drink.
Till then, shop till you drop, buddy.
Shop till you drop.
Ethan, hi. Look,
Hi.
I need some advice on this deal that I'm trying to put together, and you know the Schlesinger Media Group better than anyone, so I was hoping that you could give me a hand.
You know, I would love to help you.
Thank you.
How do I solve a problem like Teresa?
So you found Noah in bed with Maya? Noah's father saw them too. It just kind of seems out of character for him.
Yeah, I wouldn't have believed it if I hadn't seen it myself, but I did.
Fancy, I think there's got to be an explanation for this.
Yeah, there is. Noah told me that I've never been anything but a challenge for him. And once he conquered me, it was time to move on. He played me for a fool, Teresa. A silly, lovesick fool.
I'm sorry. Can't see. And really, if there's anything that I can do for you.
Yeah. Keep me busy so I don't have time to think about Noah.
Okay, you got it. I can do that, you know. Work's piled on since, your grandfather went in that coma, so, Hey, isn't it time for you to give me an update on that, Crane Couture clothing line?
Oh, cranecouture.com. Wait till you see the ideas I've come up with.
Okay. Can you model a few for me later?
Yeah. Teresa, about my grandfather. After I saw Dr. Russell, I stopped by to check on Grampy, but he had already been removed to the long-term Get Well Center.
Sorry about that. I didn't tell you, I didn't have a chance to tell you, but Linden Hill, they were able to take him sooner than expected, so I'm sorry you weren't able to say goodbye to him.
I'll go see him soon.
Well, actually, they kind of discourage people from visiting their patients.
Well, that's too bad.
I know, it's bad for you, I know that. God, I'm really happy I'm never gonna see him again. What is that?
I'm just amazed that Luis is alive. But I guess whatever Alistair's involved in makes anything possible.
Sheridan!
Excuse me, I need to take Luis's breakfast.
Of course. You go on. Chris will fill me in on what Luis has been through until I get to examine him.
Coffee?
No, thanks. Chris, this must be difficult for you, this situation, considering you and Sheridan just got married in Hawaii.
Yeah, right before she married Luis.
Yeah, I heard.
I just hope you can give Luis a clean bill of health so that Sheridan feels safe enough to tell him that I'm her real husband. Unless...
Unless what?
Well, right now it feels as if Sheridan doesn't want to tell Luis that we're married. And I've seen the closeness between them firsthand. It makes me wonder if Luis and Sheridan can ever be with anybody other than each other.
I think I'll have some coffee.
I know their love was special. But was it really that special?
Chris, I'm not gonna lie to you. The love Luis and Sheridan share, it's extraordinary. It's almost mythic sometimes. But a lot has happened since then.
You know, when I think about us, it's just all good memories. Some are bad stuff. So many great memories. So many new ones to make. Soulmates. We always have been. We always will be. Always. Always.
Luis.
Same damn email. Sorry, Mr. Winthrop, we're not hiring right now. Sorry, Mr. Winthrop, you're overqualified. Gwen is working so hard, and I've got to be the one to support my family. Right now, I'd be willing to take just about anything.
Excuse me, what do you think you're doing here?
Personnel sent me to remove Mr. Winthrop's name from the door. I'm sorry about all the noise.
Ethan's name is to stay on the door.
Well, Personnel issued the order for me to...
I'm rescinding it. He's going to be back here very soon, and I want his office just perfect for him.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
You really think Ethan will come back?
Absolutely. And when he does, he's gonna be working side by side with me, and nothing, Fancy, I'm telling you, nothing is gonna stop that from happening.
I'm not sure there's much to tell about last night.
Noah's back in your bed. That's good news. And good for the cause.
Yeah, Noah and I were together last night.
I knew you could do it, Maya. You just needed some motivation. And blowing up your mother's restaurant was an easy way for me to prove I mean business. Now that I have you both on board, I have plans for you and Noah. Big plans.
Well, we've waited long enough. Luis must be through eating. I'm sure you can go and examine him now.
Well, thanks for filling me in on Hawaii.
And what you told me about Sheridan's feelings towards Luis prior to him leaving town, it does mirror what you told me.
You know, when Louise couldn't seem to believe what Sheridan knew, that Marty was her son, it broke something between them. And I'm not sure that that can ever be fixed, but I am sure that Sheridan loves you. And I don't think you have to worry about Louise taking her away from you.
Well, that's what Sheridan keeps telling me. But the more time she spends around him, the more she seems drawn back to him.
Yes, but you think just that's natural for anyone who finds someone that they think that they've lost. I'm sure Sheridan would never betray you to be with Louise.
No.
You can't control yourself around me. You cannot resist the temptation.
Who's it gonna be? Me or Luis?
Get Kay to leave Fox so you can marry her.